SCMS Group owes its incredible journey to one person, Dr. GPC Man, the man with the vision who built this powerhouse educational brand from the flash of an idea and through years of struggle. What began as an institute that offered a correspondence course in journalism and public relations, SCMS has grown to be a prestigious cluster, highly acclaimed institute.
Good morning and a warm welcome to all the guests assembled here. Today is a very special day in the SCMS calendar, a day of achievement and celebration. We are gathered here to witness the Convocation ceremony for the PGDM class of 2023. After spending 2 exciting and eventful years at SCMS, it's now time for the 32nd batch of PGDM to commence on a new journey. The Convocation procession will reach the hall in a few minutes. The audience shall stand up when the procession enters the hall and will please remain standing until the dignitaries have occupied their seats on the dais. In keeping with the solemnity of the occasion, we request you to please put your mobile phones on silent mode.
keeping with the solemnity, we request you to please put your mobile phones on silent. The audience shall stand up when the procession enters the hall and will remain standing until the dignitaries have occupied their seats on the dais. Please be seated. Good morning and a warm welcome. I, Leander John Rodrigues,
And I, PV Gaudi,
welcome each and every one of you to the 32nd annual convocation of SCMS Cochin School of Business. This is indeed a great day for all of us. An intense journey that began 2 years back has entered its final lap of glory, and we are here to celebrate its triumphant completion. Let's begin the day's proceedings by invoking the blessings of the Almighty. We request all to rise for the invocation. I invite Ms. Maria Joseph and Ms. Pooja S. Kumar for the prayer.
सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वे सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्
Please be seated. It's time to move on to the formal program. We request Dr. Indu Nair, Registrar and Group Director, SCMS Group, to declare the convocation open.
I declare the 32nd Annual Convocation open.
Thank you, ma'am. The future belongs to those who believe in their dreams and work hard to achieve them. Success doesn't come by chance. It takes dedication, effort, and perseverance. Today, we celebrate this group of achievers who have proven themselves through their commitment and hard work.
We are honored to have with us esteemed guests who have joined us to share in this special moment. Now, I request Dr. Baiju Radhakrishnan, Group Director, SCMS Group, to welcome everyone.
Most respected Chairman of SCMS Group, Dr. GPC Nair sir, Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Prasad K. Panikar, esteemed Guest of Honor, Dr. Diana Magel, Executive Trustee of Pradap Foundation for Education and Training, Professor Pramod P. Devanu, Vice Chairman of SCMS Group of Education Institutions, Dr. Radha Devanu, Registrar and Group Director, Dr. Indu Nair, members of the Governing Council, distinguished guests, heads of group institutions, respected Professor Emeritus Professor K.J. Paulus and Dr. Philomena P. George, dear faculty colleagues, proud parents and families, and my dear students. A very good morning. It's my profound privilege to welcome you to this momentous occasion today, the convocation ceremony of our 2025 Postgraduate Diploma in Management batch. Today we gather not just to award diplomas, but to celebrate the flowering potential into achievement and the transformation of students into business leaders. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Prasad K. Panikar, Executive Chairman of Nayara Energy Limited. We are profoundly honored by your gracious presence today, sir. Your exemplary leadership and outstanding contributions to the industry serve as a beacon of inspiration for all aspiring professionals. Your willingness to grace this occasion lends immense prestige to our proceedings and elevates the significance of this milestone for our graduates. Sir, on behalf of SCMS and all gathered here, I wholeheartedly welcome you. Esteemed Guest of Honor, Dr. Diana Magel, Provost and Executive Vice President, Academic and Student Affairs of Northern Kentucky University, USA. Ma'am, we extend our deepest gratitude for accepting our invitation to join the convocation today. Your distinguished career and remarkable achievements stand as a testament to the transformative power of management education, making your presence particularly meaningful for our graduating cohort this time. Ma'am, on behalf of SCMS and all gathered here today, I wholeheartedly welcome you. Esteemed President of the function, Dr. Indu Nair, Registrar and Group Director of SCMS Group of Education Institutions, on behalf of all gathered here today, ma'am, I welcome you. I welcome Dr. Nagaraj Shennai, Director PGDM Program, SCMS Cochin School of Business, to this August function. Executive Trustee and Managing Director of Pradap Foundation, Professor Pramod P. Thevenur. Your visionary guidance and steadfast commitment to academic excellence have been instrumental in shaping this institution's legacy. The policies and frameworks you have instituted continue to elevate the quality of management education we deliver. Sir, on behalf of all gathered today here, I wholeheartedly welcome you. I welcome Dr. Radha Thevenur, Vice Chairman of SCMS Group of Education Institutions, to this ceremony. I also welcome the directors in the Governing Council, Group Director Dr. C.J. Provincial, Director Mr. Pradeep Nair, and Director Rais Dr. Pravina K. Today we have guests from KMA. We are distributing an award instituted by KMA today. We have the family of Mr. P. Keshavan, who was the president of KMA before. Mrs. Shobha Ramachandran and family. Ma'am, we welcome you to this gathering. Respected heads of our group institutions, Dr. G. Shashikumar, Principal of SSTM, Dr. Anida Pillai, Principal of SSCT, Dr. Engineer Bhattadiri, Principal of SSA, and Professor Baby PP, Principal of SCP, Mr. Adarsh Kumar, Director CERST, and Dr. Sunny George, Director SCMS Water Institute, and all other heads of departments. Your collaborative leadership across our academic ecosystem has created synergies that enrich the learning experience of our management students. The interdisciplinary opportunities you facilitate ensure our students receive holistic professional preparations. On behalf of SCMS, Cochin School of Business, and all gathered here today, I wholeheartedly welcome you all. My colleagues, dedicated faculty members, you are the architects of intellect who have tirelessly transformed theoretical concepts into practical wisdom. Your scholarly rigor, coupled with your commitment to mentorship, has equipped our graduates with both competence and character. On behalf of SCMS and all gathered here today, I welcome you to this convocation. Our valuable supporting staff, from administrative teams to facility managers, your often unsung contributions from the backbone of these institutions. The seamless academic environment our students enjoyed exists because of your diligent efforts behind the scenes. I wholeheartedly welcome you all. Dr. Hassan from Northern Kentucky University, he is front of SCMS. He is guiding and driving the SCMS NKU Join Program, MBA program. Sir, we welcome you to this occasion. My beloved students and beloved parents and guardians, today represents a joyous culmination of your unwavering support, the late-night encouragements, the financial sacrifices, and the emotional investments. These diplomas are as much yours as they are your awards. On behalf of SCMS Cochin School of Business, I wholeheartedly welcome you all. And our stars, my dear students, the graduating class of 2025. You arrive at this pivotal moment having demonstrated resilience through academic challenges and global uncertainties. Those midnight oil sessions, prioring our textbooks, the fiery classroom debates that stretch your thinking, the high-stakes stimulations that tested your mettle, every challenge overcome, every lesson learned has forged the exceptional professionals we celebrate today. This convocation is not just an ending, but the glorious beginning of your ascent as visionary leaders who will reshape industries and redefine success. I welcome you to this convocation. As we celebrate this significant academic achievement today, let us remember that true education is measured not merely by certificate earned, but by lives transformed and communities impact. The country needs you very badly today. May this convocation ceremony inspire all present to continue pursuing knowledge with vigor, applying wisdom with compassion, and leading with integrity. Thank you, and may we all have a memorable convocation celebration today, and wishing you a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is now time to present the students for the award of the Postgraduate Diploma in Management. We invite Dr. Nagaraj Shenoy, Director, to present the report on the key activities and achievements of the past academic year.
A very good morning to all of you. The chief guest of today's convocation ceremony, Honorable Sri Prasad K. Panikar, Executive Chairman, Layara Energy Limited. Today's guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Diana McGill, Provost and Executive Vice President, Academic and Students Affairs, Northern Kentucky University, USA. Respected Chairman Dr. GPC Nair, Honorable Professor Pramod P. Tevanur, Executive Trustee and Managing Director, Pratap Foundation for Education and Training, Dr. Radha P. Tevanur, Vice Chairman of SCMS Group of Institutions, Dr. Indu Nair, Group Director and Registrar, SCMS Group of Institutions, Dr. Baiju Radhakrishnan, Group Director, Dr. Praveen Sal, Group Director, Professor Pratik Nair, Director, SCMS Group, Dr. Praveena, Director, Race, SCMS Group, our guests from KMA, Vice President, Mr. Algiers Khalid, Secretary, Dr. Anil Joseph, Executive Director, Lieutenant Jojo Jacob, and Prajit R. Nair, heads of other group of institutions of SCMS, heads of various departments, my faculty team members from PGDM and MBA departments, staff members, graduating PGDM batch 32 students, their proud parents, guardians, and other distinguished guests invited here. Let me now present before you a brief report of the academic and related activities of PGDM batch 32. It's only a gist of the activities held during the academic years 2023 to 2025 with the batch 32 students. Legacy of SCMS. SCMS Cochin School of Business, instituted in 1992 as the first B school offering a PGDM program in the state of Kerala and one of the firsts in South India. The institution soon emerged as one of the front runners and a highly admired higher education institute for business management with a pan-India presence in a student intake and known for its quality of education and placements. Established by the legendary higher education visionary of Kerala, Dr. GPC Nair, who belongs to the class of people who have taken destiny head-on in universalizing management education with an indomitable spirit and unfailing enthusiasm. Induction and orientation. PGDM batch 32 was the first batch in which we initiated a radical change in our curriculum. The whole teaching learning process was revisited and changes were made to bring in more flexibility, developments in the business world, and more specializations. The curriculum was widely discussed among faculty members and external mentors. The outcome is a curriculum that is a better industry-oriented, wide array of courses to choose from, and 2 new specializations. Personality development program. To To lay a firm foundation, a week-long personality development program was conducted for this batch in the beginning itself during the term 1 by a Mumbai-based organization, Red Dot Training. Mentoring for English excellence. English being a most essential language for any career, its proficiency is the key factor in placement. Hence, to improve the English language and communication skills of the students, enrich and excel in English, that's a triple E, was conducted for this batch from term 1. Co-scholastic activities. A host of well-planned and structured co-scholastic activities aimed at the personal development and corporate grooming of the batch were undertaken during the 2 years to equip students and make them executive material and industry ready. All these programs were in addition to our regular academic activities. Integrated Managerial Learning Program, that's a IMLP. IMLP has been one of the major highlights of the PGDM program for many years. This has helped many students seek a job and excel in their career as per the feedbacks received by our alumni over the years. This was a weekly affair in the first year with several rounds of competitions to improve the communication, presentation, and articulation skills. Business quiz, that's a BizQ. The co-curricular activity business quiz was conducted with a view to equipping the students with a knowledge on business environment and to keep them abreast of the day-to-day events happening in the business world. In this, students were required to read and comprehend the news items of the Business Standard newspaper on daily basis and participate in the quiz conducted on a regular basis. Industry institution interaction, that's a triple I. With a view to bring in the industry environment to the classrooms, senior managers, executives, CEOs, entrepreneurs were brought to the campus to interact with the students. Here, the students were able to directly listen to their stories, experiences, advices, and clarify their doubts. Outbound training. The 3 days outbound training that is given as a practical team building and leadership training was undertaken at the Calypso Adventures, Munnar during the term 2. Industry internship. A 3-month-long on-site project internship was conducted during term 4. Students undertook projects in various companies in cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. As a unique measure, faculty guides undertook visits to all the companies at their places as a part of mid-term project evaluations. Capstone Business Simulation course. The Capstone Business Simulation, titled Rookies to Business Leaders, designed for the Applied Strategic Management course, was conducted for this batch in term 5. All the students successfully completed this simulation course. Industry visits. As a part of the curriculum, students go in batches or specialization stream to visit industrial units or large organizations to supplement their classroom learning with an experiential one. This batch 32 students visited many industrial units including Mane Concor Private Limited, Samudra Shipyard Private Limited, Nutri Creams Private Limited, Anna Aluminium Private Limited, Milma Tripunitura, and INS Vikrant Cochin Shipyard. KMA Student Chapter. The Kerala Management Association, that's a KMA's student chapter, is active in the campus and students attended various programs organized on campus and outside regularly. They included evening lectures, talks, presentations by CEOs and corporate heads and panel discussions. Student clubs. Different clubs organized by the school to promote the talents of the students in various fields like photography, music, dance, sports, and cultural activities. These clubs are intended to bring the passionate student come together, display their talents, and thus inspire learning and interaction. Seminars and workshops. The different departments of PGDM organized several seminars, webinars, and workshops on various themes, and the students had a great learning attending them. Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, IEDC, with a vision to promote innovation and entrepreneurship among the students of the batch, SCMS Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, that's a IEDC, hosted a series of activities during the last 2 years. Executive grooming. Special attention was given to all the students of batch 32, see that they are provided with a personal facelift that helped them in sprucing up their all-round persona and executive grooming. The campus to corporate executive program, the dining etiquette training was conducted for this batch at Marriott Port Muziris Hotel on February 27th and 28th, 2025. Shikhar Management Fest. The 2024 edition of the SCMS Shikhar Intercollegiate Management Fest was conducted with much enthusiasm and fanfare on November 21st and 22nd, 2024. Around 120 participants from 41 business schools in South India participated in the 13 fest events that included managerial and non-managerial events. The overall championship was won by Saharudaya College, Kodakara, Thrissur. Swara, the women's student cell of our institution, organized programs every month, talk shows on various themes including health and well-being topics by actors, entrepreneurs, fashion designers, doctors, and public health officials done during this period. Social responsibility initiative of the institute. True to our reputation as a B school with a social concern, we have undertaken a host of socially responsible activities during this academic period. Our social awareness campaign, Parivartana, for batch 32 students, visited various nearby schools on 6th and 7th November 2023 to create awareness on drug abuse among school kids. In another initiative, our students involved in the work of a NGO for 2 weeks from 15th to 27th January 2024 to understand their functions, the social causes they work for, and their finance model. Media Relations Club. The Media Relations Club, the student-driven social media arm of the school, has been very active and vibrant in this batch in capturing, documenting, and disseminating every bit of events pertaining to the lives of the students here and the institution alike, and thus telling the world that SCMS Cochin School of Business is a happening place and has got a brand image of itself. Student achievements of this batch. PGDM batch 32 students participated in various management fests and cultural programs organized by various institutions within Kerala and outside. They also took part in various competitions held by universities and colleges. They won several prizes and awards in all these events. Student publications. Many of our students could convert their internship reports into publications along with their faculty guides and made research presentations at the international conferences. Faculty engagements. Faculty members of the department involved actively in publishing research articles in national and international journals, books, book chapters, conducted and attended various training programs, seminars, workshops, and FDPs, and acted as session chairs, AICT reviewers, and NAC assessors. They were also resource persons for the various MDPs organized by various other institutions. SSRC, the 7th Social Science Research Colloquium, that is the SSRC 2025, the annual International Research Conference of our institution was conducted on 17th and 18th January 2025 on the theme Emerging Paradigms in Social Science Research. Research papers in different tracks on management were presented by the research scholars who attended the conference. Panorama 2024. The 2 days annual management conclave of our institution was conducted on December 6th and 7th, 2024. In this event, CEOs, corporate senior executives, and management exponents share their ideas, thoughts, and experiences on the theme Physical Synergy for Business. Result analysis. In spite of new curriculum and changed structure of the courses, this batch of students could make substantial improvements in the latter part of the program in terms of the efforts put in by them. Finally, they could make a commendable pass percentage of 96.94%. Placements of batch 32. The efforts put in by the department, the faculty members, and a series of placement activities and the training provided to the students yielded in the better placements this year. The companies that hired our students this time included companies like Deloitte, ICICI, Make My Trip, the Federal Bank, Saint Gobain, Medventure Group of Companies, Muthoot Finance, and 19 other companies. Rankings and ratings. SCMS Cochin School of Business has been consistently ranked as one among the top 50 B schools among all the B schools in India, and we continue to maintain this position ever since. Here is a look at our recent rankings. In Outlook iCare B School Ranking 2025, we have got rank 10 in top B schools in South Zone and ranked 18 among ranking of standalone institutions in India. Business World B School Ranking 2024 gave us 35th rank among top B schools in India and gave us rank 15 in top B schools South Zone region. Competition Success Review 2024 gave us rank 19 among premier B schools of India. Career 360 in its B School Rating 2024 rated us as the AAAA in its India's best schools in a Kerala region. Conclusion. We assured our students and their parents that we would ensure a bright career for them. Today, on the day of convocation, I, on behalf of the management team here, along with all my faculty team members, feel proud and extremely delighted for keeping up our promise. And to my dear students, thank you for joining SCMS family. The SCMS Cochin School of Business, your alma mater, feels so proud of you that and hope that you would live up to the expectations of this great temple of learning. Hope you enjoyed the life here as much as we enjoyed in delivering this to you. I conclude my report here. I wish you all the best, and once again, thank you one and all. Thank you.
Outgoing PGDM students will now rise from their seats. We request Dr. Nagaraj Shenoy of SCMS Cochin School of Business to please do the honors. I repeat, outgoing PGDM students will now rise from their seats. We request Dr. Nagaraj Shenoy, Director, SCMS Cochin School of Business to please do the honors.
Ma'am, I have the honor to present before you the candidates for the postgraduate diploma in management in their having successfully completed the necessary requirements, and pray that they may be awarded the postgraduate diploma in management.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Registrar and Group Director of the SCMS Group of Institutions, and in recognition of your having successfully completed the necessary requirements, I confer on you the Postgraduate Diploma in Management and charge you that in thoughts, words, and action, you show yourselves worthy of it.
Thank you, ma'am and sir. The students may please be seated. The director will now read out the names of the graduates. We request our chief guest, Mr. Prasad K. Panikar, to award the diplomas and mementos to the PGDM students.
Yes, I call the name of the students one by one. Please be present here. First one, Miss Uttara Jyotish. Mr. Ajay James. Miss Sparshana K. Nanda. Miss Kanchan Parashram Puria. Mr. Ashwin Yas. Miss Grace John. Miss Krishna Ajit. Miss Anagha MM. Miss Dia Shiju. Miss Irfana Nasser. Mr. Janish Stephen. Mr. Akash KS. Mr. Kashyap Ramakrishnan. Miss Sia Elena George. Miss Elna Elizabeth John. Miss Krishnendu Rajiv. Mr. Alan Thomas. Miss Neelanjana A. Mr. Adarsh Anand, Mr. Gautam G, Mr. Amal U. Nair, Miss Amruta E.R., Miss Nikita Sunil, Miss Dia Manoj, Miss Ashwini A.K., Mr. Anthony Francie, Mr. Balasubramaniam Unnikeri, Mr. Nadeem Ali, Miss Dia Shamar, Miss Mansi Mohan, Mr. Arjun R, Mr. David Lalvi, Miss Kesia Yes, Miss Megha Rose, Miss Drishya K.R., Miss Naima Yemen, Mr. Wasim Nazar, Miss Swaralakshmi, Mr. Mahesh Chandran, Miss Gauri B, Mr. Sharat S. Nair, Miss Aryasri Ajit. Miss Richa Mary Ninan. Mr. Alvin Sunny. Mr. Roshan Regi. Mr. Adarsh Shajesh. Miss Mikhal Susan Alan. Mr. Imam Shafi. Mr. Aju Kurian Tadikaran. Miss Anjana Das. Mr. Achyut Prabhakar. Miss Sriya Sri Kumar Menon. Mr. Akshay Sanjeev. Mr. Annazil Varghese Shajan. Miss Emin Eldo. Miss Anjana Raj. Mr. Akshay R. Mr. Mohammad Ismail. Miss Ria Martin. Miss Spandana K. Nanda. Elias Johnson. Mr. Elias Johnson. Miss Shraddha Terambil. Mr. Muhammad Ramiz. Mr. Sanjay Yam. Miss Alpha Fezi. Mr. Adit Shivkumar. Mr. Ganesh Kumar. Mr. Mohammad Mehfil. Mr. Rafiq Shihab. Mr. Cristo Rafael. Mr. V.S. Subin Narayan. Miss Vismaya Vijayan. Mr. Glorin Santosh. Mr. Tijo George. Mr. Roshan Peter. Mr. Clivert TF. Miss Samrin Fatima. Miss Sheba Mariam Matthew. Mr. Shamir Shahjahan. Mr. Muskan Singh. Miss Meghana Subhash. Mr. Blessing T. Biju. Mr. Sahal Abdul Rahman. Mr. B. Rizwan. Mr. Tijo Thomas. Mr. Midhun Anthony. Miss Sharon Maria Jomo. Mr. Hari Shankar. Mr. Ashik Bizu. Miss Devika K. Mr. Vidhu Krishnan K. Miss Nasia Yasen. No means no confusion. Miss Kirti PR. Mr. Praveen Shankar. Mr. Ashish Abhin Thomas.
Thank you, sir, for distributing the diplomas and mementos. True excellence comes from relentless focus, the determination to succeed, the drive to push limits, and the commitment to becoming your best self. These are the qualities that lead to greatness.
It's time to recognize the brightest stars of Batch 32. We begin with the Scholastic Awards. Chairman's Gold Medal for Best Student Academics. We request Dr. Indu Nair to kindly present the Chairman's Gold Medal for Outstanding Academic Performance. We also request Dr. Nagraj Shenoy, Director, to announce the name of the awardee. The awardee is requested to walk up to the dais to receive the prize.
I'm happy to announce these awards. First one, Chairman's Gold Medal, that goes to Uttara Jyotish.
We now move on to the... I request the audience to please applaud for the awardee. We now move on to the Best Outgoing Student Award presented for all-round excellence. We request Dr. Diana McGill, Provost and Executive Vice President, Academic and Student Affairs, Northern Kentucky University, USA, to kindly present the award. We request Dr. Nagraj Shenoy, Director, SCMS Cochin School of Business. The awardee is requested to come forward and receive the prize.
I am happy to announce the name of the best outgoing student, that goes to Mr. Krishna Ajit.
It is time to present the KMA Late P. Keshavan Memorial Cash Award. The award will be presented by Ms. Shobha Ramachandran, daughter of late Mr. P. Keshavan, and Lieutenant Jojo Jacob, KMA Executive Director. We request Ms. Shobha Ramachandran and Lieutenant Jojo Jacob to kindly come to the dais to present the award. We now request Dr. Nagaraj Shenoy, Director, to announce the name of the awardee. The awardee is requested to walk up to the dais to receive the prize.
I'm happy to announce the name of KMA Late P. Keshavan Memorial Cash Award, that goes to Mr. Ashwin S.
Hearty congratulations to the winners. Thank you, ma'am and sirs. The conference ceremony will be complete with the administration of the oath. We request Dr. Baiju Radhakrishnan, Group Director, SCMS Group, to administer the oath to the graduates.
All passing out students are requested to stand up. Raise your right arm up to the shoulder height. Palm facing front. And repeat the oath after me, giving your full name. After I read I, you say your name. Yeah? I solemnly pledge that I shall always display professional integrity of highest order in my career and abide by the moral and ethical values long associated with the profession. I shall always be guided by high sense of professionalism, discipline, and loyalty in whatever I do and in whichever organization I serve. I shall always keep the interests of my country and my organization uppermost in my mind in whatever I do in true SCMS spirit, training and tradition. Jai Hind. Now please turn your tassel on your cap from left to right. You may sit down. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Prasad K. Panikar is a distinguished leader in India's oil and gas sector, bringing over 4 decades of extensive experience in refining operations and strategic management. He currently serves as the Executive Chairman and Head of Refinery at Nayara Energy Limited, where he oversees one of the country's most advanced refining facilities. An alumnus of the Government Engineering College, Thrissur, Mr. Panikar holds an MBA from the School of Management Studies at Cochin University of Science and Technology and a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. Prior to his tenure at Nayara Energy, Mr. Panikar held the position of Executive Director at Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited's Kochi refinery. His leadership was instrumental in driving operational excellence and spearheading significant expansion initiatives. Beyond his corporate responsibilities, Mr. Panikar has contributed to various organizations. He has served on the boards of Petronet CCK Limited, Kochi Salem Pipeline Private Limited, and Kannur International Airport. Additionally, he was the president of the Kerala Management Association and a member of the All India Management Association's National Council. Mr. Panikar's commitment to sustainable development and his strategic vision continue to shape the future of India's energy landscape. Sir, it is a privilege and honor to have you here with us on our campus. We request Mr. Prasad K. Panikar to deliver the convocation address.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful function today morning. A very warm good morning to all of you. Dr. Indu Nair, Registrar and Group Director. Dr. Dania McGill, Executive Vice President, Northern Kentucky University, United States of America. Mr. Dr. Baiju Narayanan, Group Director. Dr. Nataraj Shanai, Director, PGDM. Radha Ma'am, my friend, Professor Pramod, proud graduates, parents, family members, and also esteemed faculty members and non-teaching staff. Friends, about a month back, I got a call from Professor Pramod. It was a very quick call. He asked me to be here on 24th of April in Kochi. I had no clue. I asked him for what. He said, don't worry, Radha ma'am will send you a mail. So ma'am send me a mail and I am here. So at the outset, I want to profusely thank and express my gratitude both Pramod and Radha ma'am for inviting me. It is a really happy occasion to be part of this very prestigious institute. Congratulations, my dear students, and the graduating parents. Let me also use this opportunity to thank the SCMS as a group for the wonderful job they are doing, or rather leading the higher education sector of our state. I am so happy about that. All of you know that a visionary, Dr. GPC Nair, identified the need of excellence in education about 4 to 5 decades ago. This leader, along with the team, toiled midnight hours to make this vision a truth. They collaborated with the leading universities. They got accreditation from not only from India, from several countries, and they work overtime to make huge infrastructure, not only in this institution, all other their institutions. And all of you know the result is the success of SCMS, a flagship educational institution in the state of Kerala. I'm also happy that Kerala government recently identified the need to have collaboration with the private and foreign universities to promote excellence in education in the state. The objective is that our students from Kerala, students from India, is going to have the best education available in the globe in company of students from all over the world. That is the objective, and I am sure that it is likely to happen. And our state has got a right to do it. Now we are always first in full literacy, first in digital literacy. We are also going to achieve zero poverty by end of the year. That is what the vision of the state of Kerala. So we have the right to have a center of excellence in education. And I am sure this process will Kerala going to be the first inclusive society with plenty of opportunities for many students and entrepreneurs in the state. And I'm very happy that SCMS is leading this activity in the state. I also very happy that I was able to meet my friends and colleagues from Kerala Management Association. I had an opportunity to be associated with it. Thank you, Shobha ma'am, for this great thing of doing an association. I can see here all the leadership of KMA assembled here. Thank you for this. Students, when you arrived this institution, this very prestigious institution about a couple of years back, you had a dream in your mind. And you came here with a lot of curiosity. And today, you are going back with a postgraduate diploma in management. And obviously, I believe strongly, and also with a purpose in your mind. The diploma or degree certificate in the hand is worth only if you are clubbing it with a real purpose. You are among a few lucky Indians, I would say. We are counting our population in billions. We have got 1.4 billion people, and only few thousands has this great opportunity of coming to a premium institution, going out with colors, with the degrees and diplomas. But Friends, this success always comes with a responsibility. The responsibility for you to make India great, to make a change in our society. That is the responsibility you have to take. And so that is today is not the culmination of your efforts. As Dr. Baiju Radhakrishnan said, this is just the beginning of your next phase of your journey. And that journey, I'm telling you, you have got huge potential, immense potential waiting for you in the field for you to exploit and flourish. I'm very sure when you reach my age, India would be a developed country. All our problems like poverty completely eradicated, economic development, social inequalities, all are eliminated. And this journey is your responsibility and it is actually on your shoulders. During this journey, I am very sure that you are going to be topping some of the Fortune 500 companies. Anyway, Dr. Shenai was talking to you about the rank that you have in the college within the first 50 and sometimes even the first 10. So similarly, there is a ranking in the industry, in the business, if you choose to be going to the industry. So there you have to try to be at the helm to make very visible change in the society. You may become or you may create some of the great companies because we have got an extremely good startup ecosystem in the state and in the country, and you would be able to exploit it to be an entrepreneur and make your own companies. You may choose to be a politician. You may choose to be a very successful politician, or you may choose to be a professor like those who are sitting on the dais. However, the reality is that whatever journey you choose, you are going to have many challenges, and that is going to be what is exciting your life as you move forward. So from now onwards, I don't want to speak you not as students or graduates. I want to speak you as leaders, the leaders of a nation which is in transition. Leaders, before we go and analyze what is the atmosphere that you are going to face outside, let me give you a few tips for you to be ready to face these challenges. This is my view. You may have other tips that you have to always be looking for. First one is stay curious and stay relevant. This is most important. Alvin Toffler, you know, the American writer and futurist, he said, illiteracy in 21st century is not those who are not able to read, but those who are not able to learn, unlearn, and relearn. This is a reality because change is happening so fast. If you are not unlearning and learning fresh, you will become irrelevant in the society, in the industry, or whatever be the field you are going on. Because the world is changing so rapidly. You know how AI is doing, digitalization is doing, that global trends are shifting so fast that you have no option but learn, continue to learn. You know about Satya Nadella, who transformed Microsoft. This is not by having huge technology or old models. What he did simply was creating a learning atmosphere in this company and rooted in empathy and curiosity. These are the 2-3 words you should be there: curiosity, empathy, and learning organization. Because that is the resilience you have to adapt to this changing world. Friends, my second tip to you is that you have to build your emotional intelligence. You are very high IQ students, I know, that is why you got admission in such a premium institution. But to be successful outside, in the industry, you need to have very high EQ as well. EQ will make you a real team player. It will set apart you as a leader. Your emotional stability, your resilience, all would depend on how strong emotionally you are. Not to be impacted negatively by small events. You should have that courage to ensure that your mental stability and emotional stability is always at the top. Third point is be adaptable. Because you know that if you are resisting to change, be very clear that you would find extremely difficult your journey in the days ahead. Charles Darwin centuries ago said, it is not the strongest that you survive, not the most intelligent that you survive, but what is adapting to the change, they are surviving. It is true for all of us. If you are not adapting to the changes, you will find extremely difficult to survive in the current world. My fourth point is take ownership. I have seen in my industry, wherever I have interacted with people, there are some who always take ownership to their decisions, come forward and give good suggestions. There are other people who would say that I have suggested but I don't believe it. I have not done that. I have not did this. So you have to take ownership to your decision. And that will give you the leadership. The best example in front of us is Indira Nooyi. You know the journey she had from a great American company and become the top leader of an American company, an Indian lady from South India. You know that how it happened. That story is being circulated everywhere. She was giving large number of suggestions right from the day she joined the company, and she took ownership of those suggestions. That attracted, what that made her different from others. So be a leader means you have to take ownership of your decisions. Absolutely no way. So you have to choose the purpose over perks. I know in the last couple of months, you were mostly talking about during the placement time, what is your perks, how much is your compensation, which is the company. Perfectly good. You have to be worried about that. At the same time, you should be worried about the purpose also. You should have a purpose to be successful. You may switch from one company to the other. Unless you have got a great purpose to serve, you would definitely during this journey will find it boring. If you have got a purpose, then you will ensure that you will always be motivated by that purpose so that your journey would be continuous. I used to go to many institutions like this for campus elections, maybe 5-6 years back. Many years I have gone for this. I found a major trend in the recent time. There are many students, they don't want to join any corporate. They want to go for a startup. They want to go for an NGO or for social responsibility. I'm very happy that your college has a corporate social responsibility unit also. So why? They may get a higher perks, higher compensation in an industry, but they choose to have a startup or an NGO because they have got a purpose, and that purpose is the compass that take you to higher levels. So dear leaders, as you move forward, remember that the world does not need highly intelligent people. It needs more kind, brave, wise, and curious people. That is the reality. We need more of bold, curious people to take this world forward. Now, friends, let us analyze the challenges that you are likely to face in your professional journey. A journey to make India a developed nation. As I told you in the beginning, that is your responsibility. That is the need of the hour. 30 years ago, you know that in 1995, India was a very different place. The economic liberalization just started. You know, internet was a curiosity more than a reality. An average Indian doesn't own a mobile phone. Forget about a mobile phone with a camera, internet, or payment facilities. There was no mobile phone available. The word like startup, unicorn, digital India, these were not even in our vocabulary just 30 years back. Yet you see the growth of the country in the last 30 years. We have got large number of great companies, you know, TCS, you know, Infosys. These have become international companies. You know, industries like Reliance, so many other companies, they have become great global assets. You know, Flipkart is ready to challenge Amazon. Ola redefined the mobility. And we also had huge success stories in science and technology, including Chandrayaan, the Aadhaar card, the UPI payment system. You know, one of the major success stories of India is the UPI payment system, but that is being studied globally, world over, because of the reach, the width and the depth that it has achieved. You may know the convenience of payment system in India. And nobody would be willing, even a small shop owner is not willing to accept cash now. He also prefers a UPI payment. This is a big Indian story being talked world over. So friends, we believe means of my age, all of them are very young, believe that we did a good job. Frankly, in last 75 years, we have, coming out of the colonialism, we made this country big. We have come to the 5th largest economy. We are first in population, almost 1.4 billion. That is 18% of the population in our country with just 3.5% of the land mass. A huge achievement. And also India is different. It is being recognized world over. Its voice is being heard world over. And that India, very proudly, we are going to give it to you for your transformation. Now leaders, let us go 30 years down, say 2055. Where would we likely to be? We would continue to be the most populous country. The estimation so that we would be 1.65 billion people. Hopefully we will be the second or maybe third largest economy in the world. Third is confirmed. People have started talking about that India has a potential to be the second largest economy by 2055. Our per capita income from the current $3,000, it would definitely jump to $55,000 to $60,000. And most importantly, the Human Development Index, that is the real measure of a growth of a country, not the GDP, not the per capita income. How much is the Human Development Index, the indices, the average person's growth? Now currently we are at 0.65, one of the very low in the ranking. We have to be at 0.95. There are 28 countries now in 0.95 and we are calling them the developed country because it measures whether each person has got an opportunity to education, health care, and the GDP. Many factors are counted to have this Human Development Index. I am very sure that we have to be at 0.95 to be called a developed country. And we will have then clean cities, our rivers would be clean, and there would not be, of course, there would not be any poverty, schools for all, hospitals for all, and we would be a very inclusive society. This is our dream. It is not an utopia. It is a possibility. If we achieve the dream, the vision, the cumulative strength of this country, the people, this is achievable. And that is the journey you have to help happen. And that is your responsibility. When you got a degree from a premium institutions, I told you that success comes with a responsibility. That responsibility, next 30 years, you have to make it happen. But friends, this is not going to be an easy task. 42 years when I joined this company near here, Kochi Refineries Limited. And the first 20-25 years, I have not seen much change. You see, a long 20-25 years, I have not seen much change. But the next 10 years, I have seen the changes much more than the first 20 years. But if you see the last 1 year, that change is more than the last 40 years. So that is the way things are happening. And world is changing so fast that we have to always be conscious about the major factors that are driving the first. Let me share with you 4 factors which are likely to be, you should be always conscious about, I would say, or you should be knowledgeable about to navigate these things. The first is geopolitics. Second is technology. Third is environmental sustainability. And fourth is the education and skill. I am going to speak to you about only 3. The fourth, the education and skill experts are sitting here on the dais. I am not the right person. But I will tell you that is the most important factor to be a developed country. You have the competency of the people have to improve. That is the role the educational institutions and skill centers, the government, the society has to do in the coming years. Friends, let us come to the first point, that is geopolitics. You are inherited, fortunately or unfortunately, a completely different world. You think about the last, we are talking about 30 years. 30 years back, once the end of the Cold War, that is something which we have seen during our initial professional days. We were all talking about the Cold War between the United States of America and the former Soviet Union. With the disintegration of Soviet Union about 30 years back, the world was very, very peaceful. You can see a peaceful 30 years we have seen. And there are countries which exploited that and grown. One such example is China, because we now used to compare. That is one country which has grown substantially in the last 30 years because they were able to exploit the peace available. Because how they have grown with an export market. So there was a lot of globalization, trade was free, capital was free, people movement was free, technology was moving across the borders. My dear leaders, unfortunately you are entering a world, it is not going to be similar. At least for, I believe personally, at least for the next 10 to 15 years, you may not have such a easy globe. Trade wars, you know what is happening, geopolitics. This time trade war is not between 2 countries which was divided philosophically or politically. It is between 2 countries which are the number 1 and number 2 economically, financially, technologically. So that trade war, the technological rivalry, the nationalism versus globalism, these issues are not resolved soon. You are likely to see a completely different world. The world I mean for you, the business world. I'm very clear that these discussions, what is likely to happen on this trade war, this technology war, is already started dominating the board meetings. The normal business is taking a secondary thing because the entire globe, companies, the businesses, of course, in addition to the governments, are worried about the consequences of an immediate change from the business we experienced last many years. So you have to play in this chessboard. In this chessboard of what I would say, a lot of complexities. This is no more a unipolar world or an orderly world. It is a multi-plural, plural, disordered, world that is you are going to enter. And it is so unfortunate that when we dream, we aspire to be a growing country, we have to navigate differently from the last 30 years. But, you know, India is not the old India. It is not that we are deciding for India. The way in which we progress is being watched world over, and we are actually creating path for the globe now. We are no more in the margins. We are actually in the leadership role of the globe. So what we going to do with our huge population, potential for growth, is what would decide how the world move forward. That is an opportunity for an Indian leader from this. We are no more participating in the global activity. We are actually giving the direction to the globe how to move forward. And we have got tools for it. We have got a good IT platform. We have got excellent space science. We have got biotechnology. And also we have got entrepreneurial skill. And above all, a value system which is imbibed into our society. So we have got great possibility to be a world leader. Whenever you are entering to any company or any business, your own business, you have to be conscious about these geopolitical situations. The value chain you enter, the capital you are going to get, and what is going to happen in the globe. So my request to all of you is that you should be always conscious, always keep learning about the geopolitics. It is no more something has to be done by the External Affairs Ministry of the country. It is no more about politics. It is already about your business. Your decisions has to be based on the dynamics of the global geopolitics. So that is why you should always be completely updated. It should not be just a headline. You should go deep into it and understand. Leaders, my second point is about technology. You know that I am very sure that you are more comfortable with technology than me. But still I am saying the changes that I have seen in the last 6 months is something which is I have not seen any time. In years I have not seen, I am telling you, which is going to come soon. This technology is no more a tool. It is a terrain that you are going to work. It is not a tool at all. You have to immerse in the technology to be successful. You know, AI is redefining how we are making the decisions. You are no more alone to take decision makers. We were all alone for many long years to take decisions. Now you have got a tool. I would not say tool. You have an agent with you. And if you are not smartly using it, he will overtake you and take his decisions on behalf of you. So you know how fast it is changing. Blockchain technology, that is changing the trust. You know that you have got a lot of issues with the cyber security, whether your bank account is safe, your other personal data is safe. Blockchain is giving you a solution which I believe, or I read, unbreakable security aspects are there. Quantum computing. There was a time, if you take 1 year to compute, that is now possible in less than a minute. 1 year, not long back, 1 year, 10 years ago, you can compute now less than a minute. So that the thing about the data that can be analyzed and the decisions can be taken, going to impact you in all business. Biotechnology and space science, I know that the two of the major technological events that is changing your life also. So friends, whether you are in whatever be the business, in R&D, whether in healthcare, your own industry, you are a professor, you are a politician, you have no option but to adopt to technology. Keep updating on technology. Keep ensuring that your organization, whatever it be, is fully digitalized and ready to accept that change which is imminent. Imminent means it is likely to happen. The huge changes likely to happen in just 1 year. You know the amount of investment done in AI technology, $1 trillion world over. First time that a single technology having this much of investment. If that technology fails, it is a huge impact on the business, but they have the confidence that this technology is going to rewrite the event, rewrite the way in which we live our life. So that is the huge investment happening in this. And we are also good, no? India is the largest number of people are digitally connected, which means we are always ready to adopt, like other technologies, the AI also. But as a country, we have to move further forward. There are few countries already taken the lead. I'm very sure that we also would catch up soon, and AI would become a common man's tool, maybe in less than a year time, I believe. As future leaders, your job is not only to adapt technology, but ensure that you are adapting it ethically and inclusively. That is also required for a country of our size and our social dynamics. It has to be ethical, it has to be inclusive. So leaders, it is not the scale of profit alone that is going to decide. It will also decide, as I said, that this is the purpose. If you have got a good purpose, then you will ensure that your technology you are using a combination of innovation and integrity. So how you are going to deploy technology in your life, in your organization, in the society is the second factor that will influence. Third is on environmental sustainability. I know that all of us are concerned why we are very positive about technological development. AI is coming to help us. Blockchain is going to give us secure atmosphere. But there is another issue coming up, that is environmental sustainability. About 2 years back, it was something I was all thinking it is a future issue, but it is no more a future issue. We are living in this. And one of my job, as the presenter was talking about now, after 42 years of job experience in the oil industry, my major job now is to ensure that we are reducing our carbon dioxide emission. Our job is to emit more carbon dioxide. That is our job, to give you more fuel, petrol, diesel, so that you burn, we make money. But unfortunately, there is a byproduct, this development process, that is these greenhouse gases. So we cross the limits which was set by whoever created this world. That crossing the limit is not accepted. So we have started seeing the impact and consequences. Very bad situation. And again, this is the third factor we have to manage in addition to geopolitics while India is growing. These issues were not there predominantly in the last 30 years. But this has come to the boardrooms, all the discussion points and decision points. So you have to be conscious. You have to be fully aware about the signs of this climate change. The issue is who has to pay for this change. We are talking about a transition from one type of energy to another type. That has got an impact on the growth and development because energy is the fundamental. But somebody has to pay the price for this transition. Who will pay? The logic is the polluter has to pay. Who emitted more has to pay. In that case, US has emitted cumulatively 20% of the carbon dioxide. Ma'am, sorry for that. And China and European Union, I would say, 12% each. But India cumulatively only 3%. Just 3% of the cumulative emission. And we have the right to emit more. And we are not supposed to pay any price for this because that is going to impact our development also. But we have decided not to do that. We want to be in the part of a solution rather than a problem. We have decided to choose the solution, and we have declared that by 2070, we will not have any emission of these difficult gases. And dear leaders, this is an issue that you have to navigate in your boardrooms, in your decision making as you navigate your journey. And it is not going to be, you will be immediately asked, what is your strategy for climate change? how resilient your company for these consequences of climate change, and what is your footprint. It is not profit, it is not margin, it will be decided by what is your footprint of environment on your business. So you should be completely knowledgeable what is happening. Let me conclude. While I am talking about you three factors, that is geopolitics, technology, and sustainability, you would have similar large number of factors that you should conscious. These are relevant today. 5 years down the line, there may be another set of issues that you have to deal with. So you are graduating at a time, everything is changing fast. That is good for you because you need not worry about the old system. You can create a new system matching with the current requirements. So what is required, you have to be always curious and always be bold in taking decisions. You have a purpose. The purpose of making this country great, this world more peaceful is the purpose you have. So you have to take bold decisions to achieve that. Only thing you should have empathy, because that is the ultimate success of a leadership. And you know the world is changing day by day. I told you how fast it is changing compared to the way in which I started my professional journey 40 years back. It's changing so fast. And that is how the countries are built. Countries are built by bold people, very quietly, one leader at a time. And I'm very sure that today we are creating such 90 to 100 leaders who would push this clock forward to make our country great and also to make our world more peaceful. Dear graduates, dear leaders, the future is calling you, and it is your time to make or to print your name in the history of India. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. The points you shared truly reminded the graduates about the exciting journey that awaits them to shape them into leaders, filled with both challenges and opportunities. Your tips to stay curious, be relevant, build emotional intelligence, and remain adaptable have a purpose and are life skills that will help them grow personally and professionally. Once again, thank you, sir, for these great insights.
It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Diana L. McGill, an inspiring academic leader and first-generation college graduate, currently serving as the Provost and the Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs at Northern Kentucky University. Dr. McGill has dedicated over 30 years to teaching, research, and academic leadership at the institution she once attended as a student. Dr. McGill holds dual undergraduate degrees in biology and chemistry from NKU, a PhD in biochemistry from Harvard University, and completed postdoctoral research at the University of Cincinnati College of Medicine. Her path from student to senior leadership at NKU is a testament to her enduring commitment to academic excellence. She began her faculty career at NKU in 1993 and has served in numerous leadership roles, including chair of the chemistry department and dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. McGill is especially known for her collaborative leadership style and her ability to bring together diverse voices to create inclusive and forward-thinking academic environments. Ma'am, we are most honored to have you here with us today on this special occasion. We now request Dr. Diana L. McGill to address the gathering.
Well, thank you. The honor is really all of mine. And Dean Hasabanabi, who traveled with us, we traveled 24 hours to be here with you, and I can't tell you how honored we are that you would seek our presence in your day. So I'd like to say to our graduates, your families and friends, the esteemed faculty and staff of SCMS, honored guests, and partners in education, it is such a privilege to be here with you today as we mark a moment, a special moment in your lives. I want to take just a moment to talk about our global collaboration and why we're here. Of course, to celebrate you, but this moment is also a reflection of something remarkable, a global partnership between SCMS and Northern Kentucky University. Together, we're building new pathways into higher education. We're building an academic bridge between continents, a very real symbol of what international learning can look like. And as you know, it is very important these days that we highlight this kind of collaboration across continents and between our two countries. It broadens perspectives both for you and for us, creates access for students, and prepares students to lead in what is becoming a more complex world every day. But don't forget, it's a multicultural world, and this is something that's important for all of us to remember. So now back to you, the graduates. When I think about an address on a day as important as today, I think about the why. As human beings, we celebrate endings like this and accomplishments all the time. I don't know about you, but I've been to parades celebrating a football team, or football, I think I would say here, or cricket championships. We celebrate the achievement, the ending of something. We host retirement parties. My father-in-law worked 42 years at a Ford plant, and we celebrated that retirement. But we also spend time celebrating beginnings. So recently, my niece had a baby, and we celebrated that beginning. My nephew bought a new home for the first time. We celebrated that beginning. And then our daughter had a wedding last year. And at her wedding, the joy just felt endless and the possibilities wide open for a new beginning. So we celebrate those accomplishments of people who are retiring and beginnings of people who are getting married. Today is different. Today, for you, we are celebrating both an ending and a beginning. Today, we honor your graduation, your earning a diploma, a culmination of incredibly long hours, challenges that you've had to overcome, and triumphs over those challenges. We spend so much energy, us in the Academy, of celebrating you because this marks a commencement, a launch into your next chapter of life. It is, yes, an ending here, but it's a commencement into your next chapter. So why do we do this in such a meaningful and ceremonial way with these fancy hats that won't stay on our heads? Why all the effort, the tradition, the speeches, and why this moment? In this moment in particular, we do it because it matters. It matters that you dedicated yourself to your studies, to growing as a leader and a thinker and a global citizen. It matters that your families and your friends and your faculty and staff, everyone here, supported you through that journey. And it matters because this degree doesn't just signify a personal milestone for you. It is that. Your diploma is that. But it connects you forever to a global network of learners and leaders and change makers, more important now than ever. And it matters because the world needs what comes from you next. So what is it that comes next? So what now? And let's start with what your degree means, not just to you, but to society. And I know we heard from the speaker before me how much this matters. A business degree is not just a key to your career advancement, and I understand it is, but it's a tool for impact, and that's what I would like to see you use. Use your degree for impact. You might build a business that helps create jobs. You might improve supply chains that helps get medicine to where it's needed most in a timely manner. You might launch startups and figure out how to make graduation caps that stay on our heads. You might teach, mentor, or serve in ways that uplift others. The world needs skilled professionals, this is true, but more than that, it needs principled leaders. And that's what we hope that your program has helped you become. So as you take your next steps, I encourage you to lead with 3 qualities. These qualities are easy to say, but difficult to master and incredibly important for you to live by. The first I'll start with is integrity. You know, you've heard the saying is do what's right even when no one is watching. But it's important to do what's right even when that is difficult. As a leader, people will be looking for you to do what's right so that they can trust you and so that they can honor your word. Always do what's right, not what's easy, not what's quick, not what even earns the most money. Do what's right. Work, lead, and integrity. The other thing that I would point out, a second point, is authenticity. Know who you are and lead with that. It's okay that I'm the first in my family that went to college. I lead with that. That's who I am. I never got on a plane, believe this or not, until I flew to my interview for graduate school. That's the first time I had ever been on a plane. So let your leadership reflect who you are, reflect your values. Don't be afraid to be authentic. And in fact, I charge you to be authentic. And lastly, I would say to lead with care and empathy. That empathy will help you build teams, even if you're a member of a team and not yet managing it. When you start leading and managing the team, that care and empathy becomes even more important. This is how people will trust you. This is how people will follow you. So these are the hallmarks, I believe, of meaningful leadership, and they're needed in every corner of every industry in every country of the world. Integrity, authenticity, and care. So finally, to the graduates, I know you've worked hard. You've proven your resilience, and you've earned this moment. But more than that, I would say you've stepped into a global story. You can have impact across the world from wherever you sit, from whatever desk you are. Your journey now becomes something larger, built on collaboration, innovation, and a shared vision, both in your country here and around the world. So whether you continue your studies somewhere else, whether you launch a new venture, or whether you move into leadership in your current field, I say go boldly. Go boldly with integrity, authenticity, and care. The world needs your insights. We certainly need your ethics. We need your curiosity, and we need your courage. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We're so proud of you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. You reminded the graduates that today is a special moment, both an ending and a beginning. Your message encouraged graduates to use their degree for impact, lead with integrity, empathy, and care was powerful and clear. Thank you, ma'am, for these great insights.
Before we move on to the closing notes, we request Dr. Radha Tevanur, Vice Chairman, SCMS Group, to hand over the mementos to our esteemed guests as a token of our love and appreciation. Mr. Prasad K. Panikar, Dr. Diana L. McGill.
Thank you, ma'am. Education gives you the power to create your future and make a difference. Today, as you celebrate your achievements and prepare for what's next, remember how capable you are. On behalf of Batch 33, we wish you continued success, happiness, and a bright path ahead.
We are now into the last leg of this ceremonious event. May we invite Dr. Lishan M. Joshi, Professor and HOD, SCMS Cochin School of Business, to propose a vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Indeed, a profound sentiment that cannot be seen or touched. It must be resonate deeply within our hearts. Our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Prasad K. Panigar, Executive Chairman, Nayara Energy Limited. Guest of honor, Dr. Nayana Maggel, Provost and Executive VP, Academic Student Affairs, Northern Kentucky University, USA. And Executive Trustee and Managing Director, Pratap Foundation for Education and Training, Professor Pramod P. Thevenur, our Vice Chairman and Group Director, Professor Radha P. Thevenur, Registrar and Group Director, Dr. Indu Nair, Group Directors, Professor Baiju Radhakrishnan, Directors, Dr. Praveen Sal, Dr. Praveena Kame, Mr. Pratik Nair, and PGDM Director, Dr. Nagaraj Shenai, delegates, parents, and faculty members, and of course, the illustrious batch of PGDM 32. Today, we stand here basking in the glow of this convocation ceremony. I'm filled with immense gratitude for each and every one of you who has contributed to making this day possible. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Prasad K. Panigar, Executive Chairman, Nayara Energy Limited, Chief Guest of Honor, Dr. Nayana Maggel, Provost and Executive VP, Academic and Student Affairs, NKU, USA. Your presence has enriched our ceremony and inspired us with your wisdom and experience. Your words have left an indelible mark on our hearts, and the 4 factors that Sir has mentioned, that is geopolitics, technological advancement, and sustainability, and the importance of lifelong learning will be a guiding light for our graduates' future journey. And we are deeply honored, ma'am, for your gracious acceptance of our invitation and the invaluable insights about authenticity, integrity, and honesty that you shared with our graduates. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chairman, Professor G.P.C. Nair, and Executive Director, Managing Director and Executive Trustee, Professor Pramod P. Thevenur, and Vice Chairman of SCMS Group of Education Institutions, Dr. Radha P. Thevenur, and the Group Director and Registrar, Dr. Indu Nair, and the Group Directors and the Governing Council, and the respected heads of SCMS institutions for your unwavering support and guidance have been instrumental in shaping the success of this institution. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to the KMA delegate for honoring us with the presence on this convocation ceremony. We extend a special thanks to Mrs. Shobha Ramachandran and family for graciously attending this function. And dear parents, your presence here today reflects your enduring commitment to our institution and its future endeavors. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed former director, Professor Philomena P. George, and our former academic dean, Dr. Professor Paulos, sir, for gracing this occasion with their presence. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the graduating students. Your hard work, dedication, and perseverance have culminated in this momentous achievement. Special commendations are in order to Ms. Uttara Jyotish, Ms. Krishna Ajit, and Mr. Ashwin S. for their outstanding academic excellence and exemplary in all-round performance. In closing, I extend my best wishes to each and every one of you. May you continue to strive for excellence, pursue your dreams with passion, and leave a lasting legacy wherever your journey take you. Batch 32. An event of this magnitude doesn't materialize overnight. It necessitates meticulous planning and relentless hard work. Allow me to extend my sincere gratitude to the PGDM faculty team for their unwavering commitment and dedication throughout the entire process. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to Sujata ma'am, the examination controller, and the faculty assistant, Ms. Sunia, for their wholehearted support and tireless efforts. A special round thanks to the dear placement team for the support and guidance that they provided to the PGDM batch of 32. On behalf of the organizing team, I extend sincere thanks to our esteemed faculty colleagues from SSCT, SSTM, administrative and technical staff of SCMS Group of Education Institutions, and the ERGO team for their unwavering support and cooperation. These collective efforts have played a significant role in ensuring the smooth conduct of this convocation ceremony. Additionally, I would like to express sincere gratitude to the students of PGDM batch 33 for their enthusiasm and dedication for the successful conduct of the ceremony. Thank you once again, everyone who have contributed to the success of this convocation ceremony. Let us continue to uphold the values of knowledge, integrity, and service that define SCMS Group of Educational Institutions. Congratulations, and may your future be filled with endless possibilities and boundless success. PGDM Batch 32. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The 32nd Annual Convocation of SCMS Cochin School of Business will conclude with a formal declaration by the Registrar and Group Director. We request Dr. Indu Nair, Registrar and Group Director, SCMS Group, to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the 32nd Annual Convocation closed.
Thank you, ma'am. The audience will now rise for the national anthem.
जन मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
The convocation procession will now move out of the hall by the same route but in reverse order from before. We request the dignitaries on the dais to lead the procession out of the venue. The audience will remain standing at their seats until the convocation procession has exited. The graduates, faculty, members of the management and the guests of honor will assemble in front of the SCMS building for a group photograph. The student volunteers will escort the parents and other guests to the luncheon area.
Thank you all and have a wonderful day.